Uh, Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending today's meeting. Our task is to evaluate Group 6 pitch on digital transformation and artificial intelligence in education and the workplace. We will not simply repeat the presentation. We will judge how clearly the group identifies the problem, how useful its ideas are, what limitations remain, and whether its recommendations can realistically be implemented. We will follow 5 main criteria from cross-group evaluation worksheet. First, what problem is a group trying to solve? Second, what solutions and recommendations did speakers provide? Third, what are the strongest points? Fourth, what weaknesses or missing details can we identify? Finally, can the ideas be implemented and under what conditions? We should support our opinions with reason and use professional evaluative language. I will chair the meeting and summarize our decisions. She will focus on the problem and education. Yin will focus on the workplace and the workers' skills. Bob will examine equal size, privacy, and responsible use. The Hindi will test feasibility and help us from the final recommendation. Is everyone comfortable with these rules?
Yes, I will elevate whether the education ideas are clear, effective, and fair to different students.
Yes, I will look at whether automation and remote work truly benefit companies and workers.
We always that may be overlooked, especially the digital gap and the data privacy.
That is clear. I will consider cost, responsibility, evidence, and how success could be measured.
Great. Let us begin with a short and accurate summary of the pitch. Group 6 explains that digital transformation means using digital technology in many parts of life, especially school and work. The speakers also define AI as systems that can be perform tasks connected with learning, problem solving, and decision making. They argue that digital tools become more popular and important after COVID-19 because schools and companies increase their use of online platforms.
For education, the pitch highlighted online learning, videos, digital notice, personalized AI lessons, chatbots that answer questions, and toys that help teachers monitor progress.
And for the workplace, it discussed automation of repetitive tasks such as the data entry, customer replies, and scheduling. It also mentioned remote work through tools such as Zoom, email, and queue systems.
Presented several benefits, saving time, increasing flexibility, improving access to information, and providing personalized support. It's also identified major challenges, including unequal access to devices and the internet, over-dependence on AI, possible job losses, weaker thinking and creativity, and the privacy risks. Its final recommendation was like students, workers, convenience, and the government should cooperate and learn to use technology properly.
That summary is fair. However, I think we should make one distinction. The pitch described many applications and risks, but it offered only a broad solutions. Cooperations and training are useful directions, but they are not yet a detailed action plan.
That is an important distinction. We will therefore evaluate both the examples present and the final recommendation. We will clearly identify where the patient needs a more specific solution. Let us start with the first correction. What problem is Group 6 trying to solve? Xu, please begin.
The central problem is how societies can gain the benefits of digital transformations and AI without increasing equality, harming important human skills. The pitch shows that technology can make education and work faster and more flexible, but it may also exclude people, replace some jobs, weaken independent thinking, and expose personal data. In my views, this is a relevant and significant problem because AI already affects students and workers every day.
Yeah, I agree with the importance of this topic. So the most compelling aspect is that the group connected education and the workplace. So students do not remain student forever. They may the way they learn to use AI today may affect how they work later. So this connection makes the topic suitable for a broad social discussion.
It's wide strengths. The problem is too wide. Education, remote work, automation, job loss, privacy, creativity, and unequal access are each large issues. By covering all of them in a short pitch, the group could only discuss them generally. Arguments would be stronger if it's selected two or three priority problems and expand their concept more deeply.
I would add that the pitch provided almost no supporting evidence. It gave reasonable examples, but it did not include statistics, research findings, and case studies, or survey results. Therefore, the claims sound possible, but their scale is uncertain. For example, how many students lack suitable devices? Which job are most at risk? What kind of data are being misused? Evidence would help us judge urgency and choose the right response.
That's true. The argument also raised on the assumptions that faster worker is automatically better. Effectiveness is valuable, but quality, fairness, human judgment, and learning must also be considered. A student may finish faster without understanding, and a company may automate a task while creating stress or insecurities for workers.
So our evaluation is that the topic is timely, relevant, and well connected across education and im- implement. However, the scope is too broad, the evidence is limited, and the patient is a clearly priority problem. We can describe the main issues as responsible and inclusive adoption of AI rather than digital transformation in general. We will now evaluate the education section. Xu, what are the uh, strong points?
Okay, the education section successfully demonstrates that digital toys can make learning more flexible. Students can access online platforms, videos, and notes beyond the classroom. The idea of personalized AI support is also potentially effective because students learn at different speeds. Faster learners can move forward, where students who need more help can receive additional explanations. Chatbots may also provide quick support when a teacher is unavailable.
And I think another strength is the possible support for teachers. So if AI helps with routine preparation or progress tracking, teachers may have more time for feedback and personal interactions. So, however, the presentation did not explain which tasks should be automated and which decision must remain with teachers.
So the unequal access cannot be overlooked. Personalized learning only works when students have a stable device, reliable internet, and the ability to use the platform. If a school introduces an AI learning system without support, students from lower income families may fall further behind. In that case, a tool designed to improve learning could increase in inclusivity.
I also question how learning quality would be measured. Quick answer do not necessarily mean better understanding. A chatbot may provide incorrect or biased information, and younger students may accept it without checking. The pitch correctly warned the over dependence, but it did not explain how teachers can prevent it.
A stronger education solutions would have the three safeguards. First, schools should provide device and internet support before making an AI toys compulsory. Second, teachers should receive training in checking AI outputs and designing tasks that require explanations, reflections, and original thinking. Third, students should disclose how they use AI and compare the AI response with their own first attempt.
And we see that AI-supported education is useful, but it should not replace teaching or student thinking.
Yes, the best use is support rather than replacement. AI can provide practices and feedback, while teachers remain responsible for learning goals, fairness, and final academic judgment.
I agree. Provided like students who have limited access are offered an equivalence alternative where fair access must be part of the design, not an action added later.
Our conclusion is that education ideas are promising, especially flexibility and personalized support. Their main limitations are equally size, unreliable AI output, and the risk of shadow learning. Implementation requires asset support, teachers training, clearly AI use rules, and assessment that reward reasoning rather than only final answers. Let us move to the workplace. Ian, please lead this section.
Okay, thanks. So the workplace section argued that AI can automate repetitive duties such as data entry, customer replies, and scheduling. It can also analyze data and support decisions. These examples are clear and relevant. Automating routine work may reduce errors, save time, and allow employee to focus on tasks that require communication, creativity, or judgment. The discussion of remote work is also useful because digital platforms have changed the world and how people work.
Where automations can be effective. The pitch did not separate task replacement from job replacement. A job usually contains many tasks. AI may remove some of the repetitive duties without removing the whole positions. These distinctions matter because it leads to a better solutions. Redesign work and retain employee instead of immediately reducing staff.
Although a privacy concern in the workplace, AI systems may process customer records, employee performance data, messages, and all schedules. The page mentioned it, privacy generally, but companies need specific rules about what data can be collected, who can access it, how long it is stored, and whether work will know how it is used.
One major drawback is the lack of a transition plan. The speakers said workers should learn new skills to remain useful, but they did not identify the skills, the training provider, the cost, or the time available. The statement may also play too much a responsibility on individual workers. Companies that benefit from automation should share responsibility for retraining.
I agree that so a more realistic approach would begin with the task audit. The company identifies which tasks are repetitive, which require human judgment, and which involve sensitive data. It then introduced the AI in a small pilot, trains affected employees to pay working hours, and guarantee that no employee decisions is made only by an automated systems.
What about remote work? Is it mainly a benefit?
It is beneficial for flexibility and access to job, but it also has limitations. Employees may experience the isolation, weaker communication, longer online hours, or cybersecurity risks. Therefore, remote work policies should include clear work hours, secure systems, regular team communication, and equal treatment for remote and office staff.
That comprehension is important. Digital transformation should improve work quality, not only increase speed. If productivity is raised but employees lose privacy, security, or optimizations, the change cannot be considered fully successful.
Our evaluation says the workplace examples are practical, but the recommendation is stronger worker protection. The preferred approach is task redesign, paid upskilling, human oversight, privacy rules, and policy testing before large-scale automation. The pitch concludes that students, workers, companies, and the government should work together. But how effective is this recommendation?
One group cannot solve every problem. Government can support in infrastructure and regulation. Schools can teach digital and AI literacy. Companies can protect data and train workers. Individuals can question AI outputs and continue developing their skills. The weakness is like the recommendation remains vague when everyone is responsible. Sometimes no one is clear accountable.
Exactly. The approach needs name responsibilities, deadlines, and measurable outcomes. The example, the government could set minimum privacy and access standards. Schools and companies could publish responsible AI policy. Training providers could record completion and skill improvement. Independent reviewers could check whether the system create unfair results.
For students, responsible use should involve more than technical training. They need critical AI literacy, how to verify information, recognize bias, cities AI assistants, protect personal data, and explain their own reasoning. Otherwise, training may only teach people to use toys, faster with teaching them to use the toy wisely.
And for workers, training must be connected to real job opportunities. A general workshop may increase awareness, but may not protect employment. Companies should identify future roles and provide pathways into these roles. So this makes upskilling more meaningful and fair.
It also requires prevention, not only awareness. Schools and unions should collect the minimum data necessary. Avoid entering confidential information into public AI systems. Use secure approach tools and provide a clear process for reporting a data incidents. These steps turn a general warning into an implementable solution.
So multi-stakeholders cooperation is a sound principle, but the pitch needs a clearly ownership. Each stakeholders should have a specific duty, and the duties should be connected through common standards for size, skills, privacy, and human oversight. The hinting based on our discussion, can Group 6 idea realistically be implemented?
I think they can be implemented, but not all at once and not in the broad form presented. A national solution would require major funding and coordination. A smaller pilot is more realistic. One school and one company could test responsible AI practice for one semester or 3 months. They could compare results before and after the pilot and revise the plan before expansion.
It's about a pilot, but includes access to be checked before it begins. We should record who has a device, stable internet, accessible software, and technical support. Compliance lines exclude the people most affected would give misleading results.
And for the company pilot, success should not be measured only by time saved. It should also measure error rates, employee workload, job satisfaction, customer experiences, training completion, and whether any group is disadvantaged by the system.
For the school project, we can compare student understanding, the quality of explanations, teachers' workload, assess problems, and the case of inappropriate AI use. Students should also give feedback on whether the toy helped them learn or simply helped them finish faster.
The most urgent priorities are access, basic AI literacy, and privacy safeguards. Advanced automation should come later. If people cannot access the technology safely or understand its limits, introducing more powerful tools may increase the existing problems.
That give us a clear order, prepare a set and safeguards, train users, run a limited pilot, measure both benefits and harms, and expand only when the evidence is positive. Before we close, I would like to each members to give a final evaluation. Xu, please begin.
My final views is that the education sections is relevant and easy to understand. Personalized support and flexible learning have real potentials. However, the argument needs evidence and stronger safeguards. And AI should support teachers and student thinking, not replace them. Assess support and assessment redesigned are essential.
The workplace section presents practical examples of automation and remote work. Its main limitation is the assumption that workers can simply learn new skills by themselves. A fair transactions require complete funded training, job design, human oversight, and the protection against decision made by only by AI.
The digital gap and the privacy is serious challenge, but does not explain how to manage them. Equal access, minimum data collection, approved secure tools, and clear accountability should be conditions for implementation, not optional improvements.
Overall, the pitch is informative and balanced, but it is stronger at describing change than solving the problem. Its recommendations can work if they are narrowed into a phase plan with responsible owners, a budget, a timeline, a measure of educational, workplace, and social impact.
Thank you, Zahinde. Please present the improved plan that brings our main suggestions together.
Based on our discussion, our improved recommendation is a human-centered digital transformation plan with 5 parts. First, ensure basic access to devices, internet, and technical support. Second, teach critical AI literacy to students, teachers, workers, and managers. Third, introduce AI through small pilots with clear human oversight. Fourth, protect privacy through minimum data collection, secure approved tools, and transparent policies. Fifth, measure learning, work quality, fairness, well-being, and efficiency before expanding the system.
Our final decision is that we generally support Group 6 message. Digital transformation and AI can make education and work more flexibility, personalized, and efficient. Nevertheless, these benefits are not automatic. Without equal access, training, privacy protection, and human responsibility, the same technology may deepen inequality or weaken important skills. The most effective approach is therefore gradually inclusive, evidence-based, and human-centered. Thank you, everyone. We have evaluated the problem, the education and workplace ideas, the major benefits and limitations and feasibility of implementation. We have also agreed on a more specific solution. This meeting now conclude. Okay.